Building upon the foundation of previous iOS versions, Apple has always managed to set a benchmark for smartphone software. This year, iOS 17 promises a host of exciting enhancements, from significant updates in core services like Apple Music to the introduction of new health features.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's showtime.
iOS 17 might redefine the future of iPhone software. Brace yourselves today as we explore what it has to offer. New Health App. Since its debut in September 2014, Apple's Health app has been a built-in app on iOS devices, allowing users a centralized platform for managing, monitoring, and understanding their health and wellness data. While the Health app is a custom Apple app, it relies heavily on third-party apps, and as a result, it sometimes faces challenges in consolidating and presenting data coherently. Apple is making big plans to overtake the health and fitness sector, and as a result, is expected to introduce several new tools and apps. The first major news is that this year's iOS 17 updates are slated to include the Health app in Apple tablets. However, according to Mark Gurman, Apple is working on a new wellness journaling software codenamed Jurassic. Also, Apple plans to introduce a new emotion tracker that will allow users to record their feelings, reflect on their day, and see how their emotions have changed over time.
Sad. Happy. Sad. Happy. Sad.
Revamped Control Center. The Control Center feature offered by Apple is a nifty tool that enables users to swiftly modify settings such as Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, screen brightness, and sound. As useful as it is, it has remained relatively static for the past 6 years, much to the chagrin of some users and consequently yielding usability concerns.
Show us something new!
However, according to a source on MacRumors, it is set to undergo significant modifications in the upcoming iOS 17 release. The foremost objectives will augment performance and bolster stability. Consequently, the forthcoming iOS 17 update will likely entail a redesign of the Control Center. Although details are scarce, the leak suggests that Apple may be considering enhancing the customizability of its Control Center and revamping its overall appearance. We'll learn more about it in the upcoming WWDC event in June, so subscribe to our channel and keep up with any future updates. Apple Music Overhaul. Apple Music has undergone 2 major interface redesigns since its launch. The first, in 2016, brought a more intuitive and appealing interface to the app. The second, with a new layout with improved navigation and organization, came in 2020. While there have been other minor updates over the years, these 2 redesigns remain the most notable, but that is expected to change soon. According to a recent leak on Weibo, a new update is on the horizon for Apple Music with iOS 17. However, this year, the focus has shifted towards enhancing the visual allure of the interface.
Everything's changing.
The new interface will streamline textual content and incorporate more imagery and graphics. Moreover, the Apple Music lyrics will be conveniently displayed on the lock screen for easy access. Speaking of the lock screen, it will not be without its updates, and iOS 17 might be the best it's ever been. We'll discuss that soon, so stay tuned. App Library Upgrade. The App Library is a remarkable innovation that obviates the requirement of manually uninstalling applications from your iPhone to declutter your home screens. However, it employs a strict categorization system to organize its contents, often resulting in unexpected placements of certain programs. With iOS 16, Apple enthusiasts eagerly anticipated a major system overhaul. However, the tech giant opted to maintain the status quo.
It's protocol.
This year, the highly anticipated iOS 17 is set to introduce a range of new features, including custom categories and enhanced organization options for the app library. This exciting development promises to give users even greater control over their digital experience, allowing for more efficient and personalized app management. With the promise of third-party app stores featuring on iOS 17, the app library upgrade might prove handier than we expect. And yes, you didn't hear wrong. Third-party app stores are finally set to debut on iOS. We'll get into the details later on. Lock screen upgrades. Over the years, Apple has made several upgrades to the lock screen of iPhones, from Face ID and notification summary features to shortcuts and camera access. Last year, for instance, we saw several updates, like the ability to add widgets and shortcuts to frequently used apps, included in the iOS 16 update.
Reflections of the good old days.
In general, it was a huge improvement compared to the previous iteration. Despite that, it was not without its potential drawbacks. As a result, Apple is again engaging to improve user experience. The upcoming iOS 17 is expected to elevate the level of lock screen customization available to users. Users can look forward to exciting new features, including fresh fonts, expressive emojis, stunning wallpapers, and many other functions to enhance their overall experience. In addition, it is expected that this would also feature the option to share personalized lock screen layouts. Third-party apps. The iOS ecosystem is designed to primarily rely on the official App Store as the sole source for downloading apps on iPhones. Apple tightly controls the app distribution process to ensure security, quality, and adherence to its guidelines.
Unfortunately, we have a strict policy.
Third-party app stores are not officially supported or permitted. However, having the ability to install software from sources has been high on customers' wish lists for iOS for a long time. According to Mark Gurman, iOS 17 might finally include a third-party app store feature this year. However, this feature might only make its way to European users since the EU is practically forcing Apple's hand for this feature. Since Apple doesn't have to expand it globally, this feature may be exclusive to Europe, and the Apple App Store might be the only option for everyone in the US and beyond.
Infinity and beyond!
Comment below and let us know your thoughts on this new development. Even with this few array of exciting new features and enhancements, it is obvious that Apple is continuing to push the boundaries of what its devices can do. iOS 17 holds immense promise for the future of smartphone software, given that it is anticipated to make its debut on Apple's upcoming iPhone 15, which has also been hailed by some as the smartphone of the future. It's less surprising. In our next video, we'll delve into the details of the superb features the iPhone 15 has to offer, so don't miss it. Thanks for tuning in.